Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is May 29th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All four indexes made all-time highs this week. So they're kind of getting in sync and trading towards the upside together. But I see the Russell has already started doing some basing, and it might go sideways for a while and give us a little pullback. It just cannot stay in that party for too long. But let's go ahead and go down to the quarterly chart and see what we see. And let me maximize this quarterly chart. On this quarterly chart, what we see we're above our resistance 1 level. That's this green line. We're trading near the top, got a small wick. So again, we're in a pretty good, strong bull market. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, let me just zoom in right here. On this monthly chart, we did cross at our 2 level on these quarterly pivots. So again, this is a pretty hot market. It is going really pretty good. We are definitely above the 9-10 moving average. We are in a bull market, and we just look like we're just going higher. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, I'm going to zoom in here, erase all that. And what we see here on this weekly chart, we gapped up. The Russell actually gapped up. That's why that's kind of like it had to gap up to get out of this little sideways action that it was in. So still, be careful with the Russell. When it gaps up like that, it may want to come back down and fill this gap before it goes higher. These are monthly pivots, so come next month, we should be opening up above pivot. We want to look out for that, and we want to make sure we stay above pivot and see and continue going higher if this bull market is going to hold up. If we get anything that kind of starts resembling an evening star forming a candle over here, we may get back here in this area here and go sideways again for a little while before going higher. That's something that can happen with the Russell. I've seen it before. It can get going sideways for a few months, like it did right here. It went sideways for about a month before it popped at the end of the month here. That's kind of like normal Russell stuff, but that's what I see here. But all right, but let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. On our daily noise, what we see here on our daily noise is noise. The big thing that I see here that I'm looking at right away, these last 2 candles, that's a bearish harami. But this candle got a pretty good wick on it here. I'm looking at a pretty good wick here on this candle here. So again, the bulls did come back in and push this thing back up. Come next week, I do kind of like see that we may open up above a pivot, but we might end up opening below pivot, and then that's going to get us going back down here again, that little gap that it made this week. This was a holiday week that it may come back down there and try to fill that gap before going higher. So be careful. That's all I can say about the Russell. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and let's make this money while we can in this strong bull market. The Russell is not one of the stronger ones out here. That NASDAQ and SPY are moving pretty good at this time. That's all I can say. All right, Right Side Trader here. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll speak with you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.